when you come in from our front door, right here, I just have this little table right there. We put our dog leashes on there just so that they're easy access. We don't have to go roaming around for them. Back here is my office. And then this is one of my favorite things in the house is the staircase. And it just goes up there to all of the bedrooms. And then you can also look downstairs as well. And then right here to the right of the door, as you walk in, is the piano room. And we don't really spend a ton of time in here. Just, you know, the kids when they're practicing or playing or whatever. I printed these off, just found them on Etsy for free. And it just says, "Life is a song. It's up to you to write the lyrics." And then that was just a piece of driftwood that we found last summer when we went camping. So I just stuck that up there. And then I found these in the dollar spot at Target last year or the year before. And it's just like sheet music, but it's on burlap. And then over here, I just have a buffet that I got a few years ago at Home Goods. And then these egg pictures I found on Etsy. I did have to pay for these, but I think I got all of them for like $5 total. And then when my kids were born, kind of toddler age, I guess, I made these handprints of their hands, and I hold these close to my chest every single time we move because I don't want anything to happen to them. To the left of the front door is our dining room, and on this wall I just printed these off for free from Google. And what they are, let me focus a little bit better. I just typed this up on PicMonkey. It says, "Never forget where you've been, never lose sight of where you're going, and never take for granted the people who travel the journey with you." And because we have moved so much for my husband's job over the past 20 years, you know, you meet people everywhere you go, obviously, and a lot of those people become your family. And so it's always hard to leave folks behind, but these are just all of the places that we have been. And then now I have to print off Kansas City again because now that will move right here because that's where we are headed in 4 days. So that is that wall. And then I love this wall right here. It's so crisp and clean, and I just absolutely love it. A friend of mine made this sign for me, the gather part, and then my husband nailed it to some shiplap board that I just painted. And then this is just jars with fake greenery. And then my candles and my table runner. I love this light too. I'm gonna have to find it again so that I can put it in our new house. And then I love this window right here because it brings so much light into the room. So there's that. And then this is probably one of my other favorite parts of this house. Is this little bookshelf right here, and it just has all of my milk glass. Some of it, you know, I've collected at yard sales. Some of it was from my husband's mom that she gave from her collection. And then that's just some rope and twine and stuff. And then as you come in here, right off of the dining room, This is the Butler Pantry. And I don't have a lot of stuff in here, just really simple. I just have some fake succulents because I kill indoor plants. And my deer head up there. I left the wood plain because I just felt like it kind of brought a really natural element into the house, considering that our floors are dark. I didn't really want it to be matchy-matchy. So I just left it bare. And I just keep that clean so that, you know, I can use it for serving or whatever the case. That way I don't have to pull stuff off all the time. And then on this wall right here, which the dining room is over here, Butler Pantry over here, these clocks, and I never got around to putting the labels under these like I've had in my other homes. We'll do that in our next house, but these times all stand for something. So this is the time that my husband and I got married, and then this is the time that my son was born, and this was the time that my daughter was born. So I love those. And then coming in from that little hallway there, this is our living room. And I just love all of the light that comes in here from these windows. And then don't mind the missing candlestick right there. My husband thought that he would throw my daughter's blanket up to her room right here, and it missed the railing and came right down and hit that candlestick, so he has it out in the garage fixing it. But here is kind of the back part of the living room. This is my great-grandpa's Army flag that they presented to our family at his funeral. These right here this is a map of Williamsburg, and then this right here is a family map showing the different plots of my husband's ancestry, where they lived way, 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 way back. So I printed those in black and white and put them up on the wall. And then this is just, that light is really bright. Let me see if I can get it to work with me. There we go. Much better. My husband and I made this about 7 or 8 years ago. I really liked the one from Pottery Barn, but I really didn't like the price from Pottery Barn. So I found this on Craigslist for like $125, I think it was. It wasn't stained, so we brought it home, stained it, and I love it. Super cheap and like 90% less than what we would have been able to get it from Pottery Barn for. And this is just a little weigher or scale, I guess. Get a good look with all that light. I found that on Amazon, actually. And if I can find a link to it, I will certainly try. This light is not working well with me, but I just have these little plants right here on top of the scale. It's nice and simple, not a ton of stuff to have to dust, which I appreciate. Here's just kind of a view. This is another part that I love about this house, is the railing up there. Again, just so clean. And then over here, this I just found, and actually no, I didn't find that, I'm sorry. I made that on PicMonkey, and it just says, "Be still and know that I am God," Psalm 46:10. And printed that off. These right here, this is my grandpa's Bible, and then this is my husband's grandpa's Bible. And I just keep those up there. I'd like to get one from each of our grandmas, or at least a couple of our grandmas, and stick those up there as well, but I haven't been able to do that yet. And then over here is our just kind of breakfast area. Nothing real extreme. We have our gumball machine, which we do not eat from. And then over here, again, I just left this bare as well. This is a candle right here. And then I got this chair at Home Goods recently. And of course my letterboard, I just change that out often. And then just some more glassware up here. And then over here is our kitchen. I don't keep a lot of stuff on my counters, mainly because I don't like to have to clean around it, and so I just feel like the more clean lined everything is, the less I have to pick up. And if I find out that someone is coming over all of a sudden, I don't have to be absolutely frantic to get things cleaned up because there's not much to clean up. You know, I just try to keep it really simple, really airy. These right here are our fish, Pearl and Opal. And just my coffee maker. So really, I don't hardly keep anything at all on my counters. That's it. And then here is my pantry. And I do have a pantry video in my zone cleaning if you want to kind of see how I organize my pantry and keep things separated. I love the fact that there is a window here in the pantry because, you know, it doesn't feel like a dungeon. Makes things nice and bright as well. And then back here is where you come in from the garage. And I just have a little saying up here that says, always pray to have eyes that see the best in people, a heart that forgives the worst, a mind that forgets the bad, and a soul that never loses faith in God. P.S. I love you. And this actually is a little shoe holder that I got from IKEA, and it just has a little drawer up top here that we can put our keys and stuff in, and then down here is just a holder for shoes. So ours are there, and then our kids go down here, and then I just have a couple wreaths doubled up right there. And then on this door is the basketball hoop. My son plays with that often. In that room is our laundry room. There's really nothing to see in there, and I'm not going to show you because that's where I'm putting together my teacher gifts for the end of the year, and I don't want them to see what I'm doing. Over here on this wall is where I keep our 2-month calendars, and it's just a way for everybody to kind of see what's going on, and you know, nobody gets confused or can't say that they were unaware. Down here I've taken them all off before we move, but that's where I keep like really good papers that my kids have done where they've gotten just great grades, and we kind of want to show them off. I stick in there. In this room right here is a powder room, and I don't have a ton of stuff in here really. I guess really just this bookcase is kind of all my decorations that I have. I keep toilet paper down there so nobody's ever searching for it. And then just a picture of my kids and some feathers. These I got from Target quite a few years ago. And then I made this. This room is brought to you by the letter P and by the numbers 1 and 2. And then over here, I just have a really tall lamp, and that is it. This closet right here, because there weren't really any lockers in this house, that's what I turned this closet into. And I just put these, don't mind my moving boxes there, but I just got these little cubby things from Target and put those in there. And then I also got this little bench right here from Target as well. The top comes off for storage. And then I had my husband just hang these hooks for me, and then that way my kids can hang their backpacks up there. So just keep in mind that even though your house doesn't have something that you absolutely want, that there might be another way to go about accomplishing it. And then this right here, we have brought on the last 3 of our moves since Texas, and this is just our board that shows how tall our kids are, you know, how tall we are, just because it's fun. Anybody that comes in our home pretty much gets measured. And if you come in our home more than once and you are a kiddo, we continue to measure you just because it's fun to watch. So we have all of these names up here. And when we made this, I need to fix it when we get to our next house because I've lost some of the little tabs on there, but I didn't want one that was on the actual wall right here because I wanted to be able to move it with us wherever we went. So my husband just cut this piece of wood for me and then we just take it off the wall every time we move, and that way we can see what I mean. I've lost a lot of the little tabs. I need to actually paint them on so that I don't run into that issue, but anyway, that is that. And then as you leave the kitchen and go through the living room, back here is another powder room. And I just have a little cabinet there that I got at Target, and a lamp and just some greenery and little birds on there. In here I keep toilet paper. You'll see that my soap and lotion is in there for the moment because I take all of that stuff away when we are showing our house. And then up here I just made these on PicMonkey, please wait to be seated. And then I found this on Google and just thought it was kind of cute. It's just the information on the patent for toilet paper. And then just some more greenery up here. I printed that off of Google as well. May your home be too small to hold all of your friends. And then on this wall, I made this, and it's just an eye chart. And that's our family name and when we were established. And then down here is, of course, Barney Fife, because we need someone to, you know, keep eyes out. And then this right here is the first letter that my husband and I received after we got married. And it's addressed to Mr. and Mrs. Sam Hunergart. And it's from my grandma, who has since passed away. So that's just super special to me, so I keep that as well. And then going in this room, I'll just back up so you can see the doors. I just have little wreaths on here with some ribbon. And then this chair. I have all of my books turned backwards. Yes, it makes it harder to find, but I don't really care because I just like the way it looks better. It looks cleaner. And then just have that saying board up there: be kind, work hard, stay humble, smile often, stay loyal, be honest, travel when possible, Never stop learning, be thankful, and love always. And then on this side of the room, I just have this little thing that I made, just hammered some wood together. And just some little pieces of wood cut up, some more driftwood that I found last summer. And then this is just my printer, and then in here, this unit is from IKEA, and I just keep, you know, all of my office things in there, paper clips, pens, what else, scissors, stuff for my camera, that type of thing. And then the fireplace here, which also sees through to the living room. And then this door is right here. Just go out to the back porch. And then coming up the stairs, right here, I have this just kind of bookcase. And inside, I just have some things that, I don't know, we've collected over the years. Nothing super special other than some of my great-grandpa's badges that he received in the war. And just cool things like that. I don't know if you can see it very well. Let me open this. But that was my husband's Bible when he was little. So that's kind of cool. And then down there is our wedding announcement. So that's that. And then in this room, this is just our guest room. And nothing real special in here, just pretty simple. Have some lamps on the nightstands along with some greenery on both sides. And this little sitting stool, and just these that I printed off of Google. And then this goes into, this is a Jack and Jill bath with my daughter. And it's pretty simple as well. Like I said, the less stuff that you have on your counters, the less work it is to clean your house or get ready for company. But this is my daughter's room. This right here I made super duper easy. All it is 2 curtain panels, and I just kind of eyeballed a line that I wanted to follow up there, and just stapled it to the ceiling. And in there she just has kind of a pillow to sit and read or whatever. Just a little nightstand with a light, and then she keeps her baby doll bed in there. So that's that, and then a desk, and her closet there, and then just some little things up here that, again, I found either at Home Goods or online on Google, and I just printed out. That's it. Nothing really over the top in here either. It's just, you know, nice and simple so that it's easy for her to keep clean as well. And that way it's not overwhelming. And then down the hall here is my son's room. And in here he just doesn't really have anything that out of the ordinary. Just, you know, a Broncos shower curtain, a towel, and some rugs. The less, the better. Here are his bookcases. And this I made, again, on PicMonkey, sorry. Sometimes being a brother is even better than being a superhero. This I made when he was 8, and I just put paint on his hand and had him grab a baseball. So it has his handprint on there. And then just a really simple desk that I got at Target. Put up some medals there, which reminds me I need to put up one that he got last week. Again, words. If you guys follow me on Instagram, you know that I love words. You're never a loser until the minute you quit trying. This right here is a Broncos helmet in Legos, but we decided since we're moving not to put it together until we get there, because that would just be one more thing that we need to figure out how to move gently. And then over here, I just printed off some plays from Google, some football plays. So we've got the flea flicker and the wide receiver cross. And then I printed off, or I found rather, some quotes from different football players over the years, and I just typed them out in Word and printed them off. So this one's from Walter Payton. When you're good at something, you'll tell everyone. When you're great at something, they'll tell you. And then these are all the belts that he's received so far in karate. And then 7/27 is when he was born. And then over here, just a couple more football plays. This is the end around option pass and the hook and ladder. And then one from Jerry Rice. Today I will do what others won't, so tomorrow I can accomplish what others can't. And then just his Bronco bedspread. And then around the corner here is the master bedroom. And down here I just have a little glass holder that I put some wood and magnolia leaves and flower in. And then over here are all the important dates in our family. I just made this on PicMonkey as well, and at the bottom it just says what a difference a day makes. So my husband's birthday, mine, when we got married, my son and my daughter. And then this is a letter that my husband wrote to me when we were dating, and he was doing an internship in Hinsdale, Chicago, or Illinois rather, sorry, Hinsdale, Illinois. And then this up here is just another deer head with a wreath around the neck, and I just taped off the ears and spray painted them gold. And then just two lovebirds. I don't know if that's what they are, but that's what I call them. And then over here on this side, I made this with my silhouette and just painted some rods. I need to, when we move, lift this one up a little bit on that side, but not super worried about it. It just makes it different and, you know, not perfect. And so there's that. Got some blankets in that basket there. And then nothing really over here. Just, it's my husband's nightstand, or not nightstand, dresser, sorry. And then just some lamps, nightstands, and these kind of window things I got at Hobby Lobby. I want to say I got them in the fall. And then down the stairs here, this is what is on this side of the fireplace, and just some baskets. I stuck just a little hanging thing inside of that basket. That is from Target. And then for those of you that watched one of my home good hauls way back, I had purchased these things to put in this bookcase, and this is how it ended up turning out. So I'm really excited about that. I like the simplicity, I like the clean lines, and think it looks good. And over here, just a couple pictures that we had taken for our family pictures a few years ago. And then into our bathroom. And again, I don't keep stuff on the counters because honestly, I don't want to have to clean around it and it just collects dust and grime. So I just have what we need. And everything else is in the cupboards. I also do have a master bathroom organized if you want to take a look at that. And then our shower. And I just have our towels hung on these little hooks right here. And then the toilet and our closet. And I also have a closet organizing video as well. And that is our house, friends, for the next 3 days. But I will certainly do a video of our new house once we get to Kansas City. I'll do a before and after because there are some things that I do want to change before we move our things in. And I would love for you to follow along. I know it's been insane. Oh, and then here's downstairs, and I'm not gonna show that just because there's not a lot of decorating down there. It's just kind of where our kids hang out, and there's not a lot going on down there. So that is the house tour.